and Assalamualaikum. With me, Cikgu Azrini, Science Year 2. So today we are going to do a quick revision about this topic, mixture. So let's start. In this topic, actually we already learned 3 subtopics. The first one, methods to separate a mixture. Soluble and insoluble materials, and also materials that dissolve more quickly. I hope you still remember all these. First of all, let's recall what is the meaning of this word, mixture. A mixture contains 2 or more materials that are mixed together. Okay, mixture ialah campuran. 2 atau lebih bahan yang dicampurkan sekali. And then, let's look at the methods to separate a mixture. We already learned 5 methods to separate a mixture. Okay, the first one, hand picking. Okay, we use a hand picking method to separate 2 big size materials. Maybe we want to separate muruku and nuts. And then sieving method to separate fine size materials and large size materials. Okay, untuk asingkan benda yang besar dengan benda yang kecil. Okay, for example, flour and raisins. Okay, tepung dengan kismis. And then number 3, magnetic attraction to separate materials that can be attracted by a magnet. And then number 4, flotation to separate materials that can float from materials that sink. Untuk asingkan bahan yang boleh terapung dengan yang tenggelam. And then the last one, filtration to separate solid materials from liquid materials. And then let's look at the soluble materials. Soluble materials are materials that can dissolve in water. Okay, bahan yang boleh larut dalam air. Examples, okay, I give you few examples. The first one, salt. Okay, when we put salt in water, it will dissolve. And then this is a sugar, food coloring, and also cocoa powder. Okay, what about insoluble materials? Do you still remember? What are the insoluble materials? Okay, bahan yang tidak larut dalam air. Materials that do not dissolve in water. So when we put the materials in water, when we stir, it cannot dissolve. We can still see the particles. For example, peanuts, black pepper, and then rice. Okay, other examples maybe green beans, and also corn kernels. Okay, so these are insoluble materials. And then the last subtopic, materials that dissolve more quickly. Okay, we already do the experiment. Okay, in our previous lesson, we already do the experiment to test, to investigate, okay, which materials can dissolve more quickly. So there are 3 ways on how the materials can dissolve more quickly. Ada 3 cara untuk pastikan sesuatu bahan itu larut dengan cepat. Okay, first of all, we must use hot water. Okay, for example, if you want to prepare a chocolate drink, then use hot water to make sure the cocoa powder will dissolve first. And then use the small size materials, okay? Use fine sugar or coarse sugar instead of sugar cube. And then stir the water. Okay, it will speed up the process. It will make the materials dissolve more quickly. So these are 3 ways to dissolve materials more quickly. Okay, I remember. You can refer your textbook, page 100. These are the main points that we learn in this topic, okay? Methods to separate a mixture. I already explained to you earlier. Okay, 5 methods here. And then the ways, okay? Materials can dissolve more quickly when using hot water, being stirred, and it is small size. Okay, now let's do this. I answer. Answer all the questions below in your exercise book. Okay, let's do together. Let's discuss what are the answers. There are 3 questions here. Number 1, number 2, and 3. Okay, let's look at number 1 first. Name suitable methods to separate the mixtures below. Okay, there are 4 pictures here. Okay, the first one, paper clips and staples. Okay, what is the suitable method to use? Can you use a magnet? I don't think so because both of these materials are made from metal. So, it is not suitable for us to use magnets. But if you look here, we can clearly see these paper clips and staples. They are large enough to be seen. Okay, kedua-duanya bersaiz besar, kita boleh lihat dengan jelas. So, kita boleh guna kaedah hand picking. So, the answer is hand picking. And then the second picture, iron powder and beach sand. Okay, yang ini pastinya jawapan dia ialah magnetic attraction. Okay, the third picture, corks and sand. Corks ni benda yang ringan, okay, a bottle stopper. Corks is a bottle stopper, so dia ringan. Dia boleh terapung. Jadi kita boleh gunakan kaedah flotation. And the last one, green beans and flour. Aha, sieving method. Okay, number 2, take the materials that can dissolve in water. Okay, tandakan betul pada bahan yang boleh larut dalam air. Senang je ni, okay. There are 4 pictures here, sugar, sand, salt, and also stone. So, which materials can dissolve in water? Okay, you are right. Sugar and also salt. Okay, number 3, state 3 methods to dissolve materials more quickly. Okay, macam mana nak larutkan bahan dengan cepat? Contoh awak nak sediakan air, okay, air coklat, air kopi. Okay, apa cara yang boleh kita guna untuk pastikan ia larut dengan cepat? Ingat semula apa yang kita dah belajar sebelum ni? So, the first one, we use hot water. And then use a small size materials. And also stir the water. Okay, so I want you to do this in your exercise book. Okay, maybe you can just do like this in your exercise book. Write the day, the date, and also the title. And copy the questions. Okay, salin soalan. Okay, buat simple je. you just list down paper clips and staple, and then you write your answer on this line. Okay, tulis jawapan dan gariskan. Iron powder and bleached sand, cork sand, green bean sand, flour. So you write your answer here and underline your answers. Okay. Okay, number 2, tick materials that can dissolve in water. So you just list down the materials and tick the correct answer. And then number 3, copy the question. State 3 methods to dissolve materials more quickly. And then you list the 3 methods here. So with that, thank you, and I hope you can complete your homework and turn in. See you later in our next lesson. Stay safe and have a great day.